So Set Tones came out literally yesterday. That's so exciting. I haven't had time to do a video up until now, so my apologies for the late. But I thought what we'd do is we would just go through some of the clashes that are happening. We'll go through our kind of favourite, all the people that I want to see, and then we can, we can see where the clashes are and where the secret sets are, because that's always an exciting thing to do, right? So if I go into the Reading and Leeds app, what you can now do is literally, if I go into the Reading and Leeds app, what we can now do is go through and favourite our favourite people. So in the top right hand corner here, on top left hand corner here, what we've got is the schedule, and what you can go is literally go through down stage by stage, time by time, and say who you want to see. So I'm going to do that now, very, very quickly. So speed up time lapse. Cool, so there's Friday done. So now, for example, what I can do is go in on this part here, and we can see who's going to be clashing with what. So I can see straight up that I'm going to have to pick between Blocks and Zuzu. That's going to be a big problem. And and the other thing is that I'm pretty shocked that I'm going to have to do a In Your Prime Who the Fuck video, clearly, because I have no idea who that is. Next up, following that, we can see that the big clash there is going to be Ocean Alley and Seagulls. Obviously, Matronica I quite like to check out as well. Skipping forward, it looks like we got to our first secret set. There's a big gap on the dance stage, a really big gap. But then again, the Loud Luxury set is like less than an hour. So perhaps they've just put that in wrongly. Following that, I'm not gagging to see a lot of these. They're down because I quite like them. But what you've got is a few different artists that I can weave in between, in and out all day. I mean, the chances of me checking all these guys out are slim. I'm not going to be doing all of this, but it just gives an idea of the kind of flow of the day. Nice little break up around 5 o'clock, aka dinner time, aka get yourself a beer and get yourself some food to stop yourself getting too beard. And then it really starts to pick up. So Twisted Will at 5:30, Puppy Next Door at 6, Prosper at 6, Joji at 6:05, Wombats at 6:40, Laura Jane Grace at 7, Pale Waves at 7:10. Might as well pop in and see Dylan Francis on the way or on the way back. And then you've got Royal Blood on the main stage, Pup on the pit, Circle Waves in the tent, Festival Republic 10 ton, that's nice, following into a nice little break between sets. That will probably go, for me, straight to the chats, check out a bit of the 1975, following the chats, back to see Hobo Johnson, back to see some more 1975, en route to see Camel Fat, and then to stop off and see Dave, is my guess. And on that Friday, we also have a big gap on the One Extra stage between 4 and 5 o'clock. I'm telling you, it's Kano. Big gap on the dance stage. We think that's Loud Luxury, don't we? There's also a massive gap between 4:30, between Jeremy Zucker and Twisted Wheel. So we're talking probably 4:45 till 5:50. There's no one on the Festival Republic stage. So my guess is that we'll see a cheeky secret set there, and also a cheeky secret set on the One Extra stage. Who knows? Right, let's go through and do Saturday. So Saturday starts off with a bit of a clash all round, really. You've got Sons of Raphael on the Festival Republic stage, Composers and Friends on the dance stage, and Counterfeit on the main stage. I really don't know, it depends on how I feel, but 3 clashes in the first thing in the morning. It's going to be fun. Following through, no major clashes there for me until we get to the Hunter and Slow Tie. There's 2 that I quite like to check out. Slow Tie obviously is going to win. I would much rather see him. Catch the first 2/3 of AJ Tracy and maybe the last 2/3 of King Princess. Big clash on there is going to be H and Billie Eilish. Quite like Bleached. Not that fussed about Billie Eilish. If I'm honest with you, Billie Eilish is going to be so jam-packed that yeah, if I don't get to check out full set out, I won't really care. Bexy, tail end of Bexy is going to be clashing with Anderson .Paak. There's a set I want to see the whole of. Then going into a bit of Poppy, a bit of Sports Team, and then bouncing around really for the rest of the night, seeing a bit of this and a bit of that. I'm pretty open. I do want to see Mirror Master. So nothing massive in terms of clashes there. And nicely, it looks like Peace finish before 10 o'clock. So we've got those who want to go check out other stuff on that Saturday night. You're not spoiled for choice, which is always a good thing, I think. Saturday, less likely for secret sets. There's a big gap, an oversized gap between King Princess and Nav on the Radio 1 stage. My guess is that's because Billie Eilish is on the main stage. I don't think that's going to be a secret set. But I did see there was a big gap. There is that gap there, but I would imagine they're probably trying to get as many people to see Billie Eilish as possible. So they've just moved that booking from the Radio 1 stage and just left it blank because everyone's going to be on the main stage watching her. Would be my guess. Cool. Saturday, probably the weakest day for me there, but there's some great names. We'll go into detail on that in a future video. Cool. So that Sunday is a strong Sunday. Dance stage doesn't open until kind of 2 o'clock, which is cool. Start off with Mantra of Vistas, then going into Youngblood at 12:40. I can tell you now that is going to be absolutely chaos. I can just tell you that now for free, because the views on the video has been pretty good, but he's just massive. He's huge over here as well, which is crazy. Most excited so far on that one. I'll probably check a bit of Youngblood out, and I'm really intrigued by Childcare. I think they have a very cool band. Next on there for me is Everyone You Know and Moon Tower. A bit of a weird clash there because I really like Everyone You Know. And Moon Tower went out of their way to comment on my video, which I think is lovely. Straight into Enshikari. We're not looking too bad for clashes here. Little Easy Vert, I'm not too fussed about. Nothing Nowhere, not too fussed about. Valeris, I really like. Distillers Himalayas is a clash. Distillers would win. First big clash. The second 2/3 of the Amazons clash with Frank Carter. That's a silly booking. So Distillers obviously on the main stage. Depending on who that secret set is on the pit though, we've got a big gap between 3:50 and 5:15. So there's a good hour and a bit, and there's a big old gap there missing. So well, my guess is someone will fill that, but who, I don't know. I think Idols would be an amazing choice, but I don't know if that's likely. Next we've then got our first big clash, which is the Amazons and Frank Carter. That's silly, isn't it? But I can still see a little bit of the Amazons, and then go catch Frank Carter's set, because Frank Carter on the main stage is going to be an absolute highlight for me this year. I can't wait. And then going in on, I'm so happy that they moved the pit back. We then got Fiddler just after 6, 6:10, followed by Bakar, which I absolutely love. I might even then go check part of Enshikari's set out on the pit if I can get anywhere near it. I think it's going to be absolutely rammed. Following that, you've got Sundara Karma on the Radio 1 stage, clashing with the start of Foo Fighters, so I'm not going to check out all of that, which is a gutter, but it is what it is. And then Foo Fighters play for 3 hours. Foo Fighters play for 3 hours. I love Dave Grohl. I love the Foo Fighters. They are a staple of modern rock and roll and what I love in the music industry. But goodness me, that's a long time. The biggest problem I have there is Swimmer's set at 8:45. I really, really loved doing that video the other day, and it just reminded me of how much I love them as a band. So I think I'll probably go check out the first 25 minutes of Foo Fighters, first 5 tracks probably, and then head over to the Festival Republic stage to watch some, if not all, of Swimmers, and then head back and catch another 2.5 hours of Foo Fighters. Just mental. But that's it. It looks like we've got a few secret sets there. So we've got a blank one on the One Extra stage, a blank one on the Festival Republic, and a blank one on the pit. Idols, Haim and Kano? I mean, that would be 3 great secret sets, wouldn't it? Idols, Kano and Haim. That's what I'd like. Anyway, I've rambled. So, What do you think? Is there any big clashes for you? Is there anything that's really getting out of your way in terms of what you can check out at this year's festival? Always interested to hear what you have to say. Loving the conversation that's been having at the moment. Sorry if I annoyed you with my drug video, but I thought it was funny. Anyway, this has been lovely. I need to start packing. Anyway, cheers. Laters. Bye.